Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have got a very quick recipe, amazing bread for you today. It's a simple loaf and it is a harissa bread. Now harissa, you can find a lovely paste in the shops. It's very easily available, but just in case you cannot find it, you can add your choice of a really nice chili paste instead of harissa paste as well. Or if you don't even have that, then you could go for same amount of pesto, which will work really well too. So let's get baking. And before I start, just want to say don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you get a notification every time I share a new recipe. Going to start with 320 grams of bread flour or strong white flour. And once I have that in a bowl, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of 5 grams of salt and the same amount, 1 teaspoon 5 grams of fast action yeast. Also adding 25 grams of softened, slightly melted butter. And once I have mixed it up well, I'm going to add the main flavor, which is 1 heaped tablespoon of harissa paste. Just give it a rub and then we will add the water. I'm using slightly lukewarm water, not very warm at all, and then just mix it up. I prefer to add little at a time. I've got around 200 ml. You might need a little bit more or a little bit less. Just make sure that the dough is not very wet or very dry. Just, nice soft dough is what we are looking for. Once we have got that, I am using a stand mixer and I'm going to knead this for around 7 to 8 minutes until we've got a really lovely stretchy dough. Now the dough is looking beautiful. The color it's got from the harissa paste is just stunning. I'm taking just a bowl and drizzle some oil on it, and just so that I can put the dough in here and leave it to prove. It is such a really lovely dough. And then just transfer it to the bowl, cover and leave it to prove or double in size for at least hour and a half, depending on how warm your kitchen is. I've just got a loaf tin and now I'm just going to grease it with some butter. You can also use some oil if you like, and once it is properly greased, I can then transfer dough into it, which is looking fantastic. It's doubled in size, it's looking really well risen, and look at that soft dough. And I'm just going to place it on the worktop and just get rid of the air. Just knead it inwards and then shape it into just the similar size as your loaf tin. And I'm just using a little bit of cling film, just a few drops of oil, just to make sure it doesn't stick to the dough, which would not be good, and place it on the loaf tin and make sure it's covered well, and then let it prove for an hour. Now after an hour, this is how it's looking. It's doubled in size. I've got the oven on at 200C fan, so you'll need it at 220 in a normal oven. And then I'm just going to place it in the oven for 30 minutes. I'm also putting on the steamer. In the Neff oven I have got a steamer, which is great for making breads, and it only takes 30 minutes. The loaf is done. Here it's looking beautiful, and then immediately take it out of the tin and place it on a cooling rack. Now, I would not suggest that you cut straight into it, but you know, I can get a bit impatient. So I'm just putting some butter on top of the loaf as well. Now I'm just going to cut one slice out of it tonight, and I'm just going to leave it because we've already had our dinner. So I'm just going to leave the rest of the loaf for tomorrow morning. And right now I'm just going to cut into one of the slices just because I really want to see how it's looking inside. That texture of the bread inside is just beautiful. It is so nice, and you can see that because the bread is warm, the butter is melting straight away. But I'm going to let it rest till tomorrow morning, and the sun's out, and I can tuck into this bread now, and it looks stunning. And now that the bread has rested and cooled down, it is so much easier to cut. And come and have a look at this beauty. This is baked to perfection. Such a light loaf, light bread, and it looks quite inviting too. I would toast this and have it with some butter, but this is really nice with some soup or to make sandwiches. It's got a lovely hit of chili from the harissa paste, which is really nice, but it's got really nice flavors running through. So it's not like just a plain loaf. Even without butter, it tastes really, really good. I hope you will give this a good. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you back here with another new recipe very soon. Bye for now.